Good morning. We're starting a new series of where to go, country. And we started with India, where to go, India. And we're not going to give you the Delhi, Jaipur, Agra skit. We're going to give you some off-grid, lesser known.
This is about India?
Well, this is a new series.
I didn't know that yet.
I'm introducing you.
To me as well. Gotcha. Okay. So,
Good morning.
hi. So what's going
We're
on?
having coffee.
Yeah.
I said before, some people do pillow talk. We do coffee talk.
Mm-hmm. I'm on oatmeal.
I've got
Yeah.
coffee. She's moved on to oatmeal.
Yeah.
But that's the way we go.
We're living here.
I
10 days.
I was thinking this morning we're pretty old, but people say I look young, and I say it's because I'm immature.
Oh.
And Olga just never grew up.
That's it. That's the trick. You got
So,
it. Yeah, there's
if
nothing
you wanna-
attractive about growing up.
We're all subject to using labels.
Yeah.
So if you want to put labels on this, we'll go pretty and old.
No. Nothing like that. Mm-mm.
Okay, so the Where to Go series has begun. Where to Go series,
Yeah.
take 2.
No, it's just that we cut that off a little soon because where do you want to go? Go where you are. Doesn't mean you stay stagnant. It means be where you are.
It's
So-
early in the morning.
Well, yeah, but we're here 10 days and we've immediately moved in. We got coffee going on and we have some breakfast and then we eat out when we're hungry. But we're living here. So this is our sort of center of the universe at this time.
I
You
would
know.
say we're less and less budget travelers and more slow traveler.
Slow travel and budget, both.
But
you know.
we're slow travel because it's a little
It's more
easier, more fun, and
Way more fun. Yeah.
often less expensive because
Yeah.
you're not shifting around. from
Yeah,
place to
but
place.
the motivation is not because it's cheaper. We're doing it because you're actually where you are. If you're racing around, I mean, I can barely remember the city of Wahin. Although I do remember it, it was somewhat recent, and we only
Because
stayed
we had
there
one full
2
day.
nights and 1 full day. But you know,
And we were in recovery
when
from
yes,
a red eye
but
fly.
when you're in a place in a long time, you get to know it through some different phases. Like we went to Koh Tao, and when we arrived, it was really busy. And if you only stay 2 days, then you think the place is really busy, but it's not true. It calmed down after that.
There was an ebb and flow depending
Yes.
on mountain full moon parties.
So when you see it through some phases, then you kind of get the real deal. It's like, okay, it's really not always that busy. It's just once in a while that it's that busy. So then it calms down and you go, oh wow, this is really a nice place.
Olga's moved on to where to Thailand, but this is the idea is that when you've been to a place for a while, the flavor of it, the cultures,
Yes.
you see past just the courtesies and
Yes.
the people directing you around. I said good morning to a man. He was up on the roof yesterday morning, and he just gave me the most beautiful smile, and it was authentic, and we waved at each other. So
Yeah. Because look at it from their point of view, and I'm not saying that I can because I really don't know what it's like to live here as a Thai person and have all these people come. But they're living their life, and here is all these Westerners, young Westerners that are come here to drink and do all kinds of stuff, and they basically get ignored by everybody. But still, in the middle of that, they're still living their life. So, you know, we try to really look around and see people. and go,
Olga starts
"Wow."
by being friendly to the dogs.
Well, that's so easy.
And in some countries, the dogs just wag their tail and come up to you. In other countries, they're a
You
little
have to be
subdued,
watchful.
and
Yeah.
you have to gain their trust.
Yeah.
But the same quality is there. I
Of
think it's the same
course.
with the people. Sometimes they give you
Different
uh,
cultures. Yeah.
a friendly up front, but it's reserved.
Like the Bali dogs, you have to be a little careful. I mean, the dog is a dog. It's beautiful, but in India, you can just run up to them and hug them, and there's not a problem ever. They're so gentle. And in Bali, you have to go, hey, is it okay if I pet you?
So there could be a whole series on dogs of each country.
Why not?
Because we're seeing as the
Yeah.
we don't really know third world anymore. Third world. there's poverty, but since YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, everyone in the world knows what things are
Well,
because they've seen.
there's more exposure
Yeah.
to other things that you normally in the old days wouldn't even know of.
Well, I'm on the subject of
Yeah.
dogs still.
Okay.
So we see people in Asian countries having European pet dogs.
Yeah.
So it's just another spin. And it's okay. People are trying to figure out what it is they want and how to get happy. I saw a man with a t-shirt yesterday. It said peace of mind. I said, there you go, buddy, because we all want it. So anyway, this is going to be the where to go blank country series.
Okay.
And we'll try that for a while and see what happens.
Glorious.
You know?
Yeah, it just turned itself on.
Okay,
Take 3.
take 3.
That just turned itself on.
I waved my hand pointing at a
Ta-da!
Beirut. And where to go, we're talking about it further. Olga says, be where you are, don't be racing around.
Yes, and get happy. Try to be happy, and then you take that happy unit everywhere you go. And then that's pretty good. That's fun.
I like this happy unit idea,
Be a happy unit, and
but take the happy with you.
since I
I mean,
happy.
That is sort
Work
of
on that.
a follow-up on
Yeah, yeah.
peace of mind and happiness.
Exercise is one of them for me. I'm gonna go now.
Well, we're in January 2025, and the Davos World Economic Forum is going on, where the billionaires meet and talk about how they're going to get rich. And they spin it as it's good for the world. But
Whatever.
I was talking about that yesterday, and that culminated in where do the billionaires go? I said, because I don't think they stay in the cold weather. You know, they might have a nice chalet, but give them a week and they're flying off to the Bahamas or. Right?
I am just not interested where the billionaires go.
Well,
I'm not impressed
there are
with
other
the types.
staying on the economic subject. There are implications. They're buying up the land in
Yeah,
Hawaii.
no, there are all
Mark
kinds of
Zuckerberg
implications.
has a whole
Yeah.
compound.
No, no.
Oprah, your friend.
Like, well,
It's okay. And how do you become a billionaire? We've had that discussion. One of my recommendations a few years ago is don't let billionaires be the rulers of the country.
well, guess what? That's just what happens.
Yeah, we're
And
in a,
it's a scary thing.
we're in a time where
Yeah.
oligarchs are looked up to.
Yeah. All the more reason to get happy in yourself, not to get too perturbed with everything since it's out of our control. We can't fix that.
Yeah.
It'll take care of itself, by the way.
I mean, we
Just
traveled.
give it time.
We traveled through COVID, so we
Yeah.
know how to adjust.
This won't last forever either.
That's right.
There you
And you
go.
come back
Yeah.
to the idea of,
Yeah. And like I said yesterday, and they're still constipated and they wish they could buy a new body and they can't. Guess what?
thank you, Olga. I come back to the idea of, well, we have a life to live and try to be a good human being. So whether that's in Thailand or Sri Lanka. Our friends we met last week, Neil and Lonnie, sent a note from Sri Lanka the other day
Yeah.
that after spending time with us, he sat down and for the first time on his trip made journal entries. So that was a little bit kind of close to the heart.
Yeah.
You know,
Sri
this whole
Lanka. These
thing-
guys made it there. We have yet to go to Sri Lanka, and I would love to go.
But this
Yeah.
whole thing we're doing is kind of like a video journal.
Yes, it is.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not here saying, okay, and go to this place at $17.
No.
You'll get 3 hours of excitement in.
No. None of that. You have to do your own, explore. Plus, it's absolutely individual, and everybody has different tastes. So
Yeah.
you're going to find your own way, which is the beauty of it. You know,
Yeah.
I might see the trees.
Olga calls it low key. And, but it just, it's more, we are an example that it's possible.
There is a pagoda. It's glorious. It's on the ocean with a beautiful view, and I go there for morning yogas, and nobody cares. There's nobody there. It is just perfect. So but most people walk around by it and don't see it, or but I go there and do it, and that's such a gift. Anyway.
if you
I
want
gotta go now.
If you want to join Olga's yoga classes on
Yeah,
the beach,
I don't class.
send us a note.
No classes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
And pleasant journeys. Since we met there in 1987, we'll start with where to go India. And since we're here in Thailand now, that'll be the next one. You get the idea. The question remains, where do we go? So then we'll follow with some pictures and videos, sort of tracing the steps of this particular journey. Show you some fun things, what Olga likes to do. Of course, some coffee time. We hope you enjoy it. We continue our slow travel through some more countries, and we'll call it Pleasant Journeys. They're our pleasant journeys, but you're welcome to come along.